Hi, this is Robin Smith, and I am here to tell you my two dispositions that make me very successful as a teacher. And my first one is compassion. I show compassion to my students every single day that they walk into my classroom. On the first day of school, I always emphasize that we are a classroom family. We treat each other with respect, and vice versa, I treat them, they treat me with respect, and their peers. I also believe that showing up to after school activities and showing support for my students also really tells them I care about them. Baseball games, soccer games, dance recitals, I've been to them all and they love that I come. But that just takes it up another step and show them that I do care for them as individuals. The second thing that makes me a very successful teacher is setting very high expectations. But in order to set the high expectations, I need to know my students' weaknesses, strengths, interests. I need to know my students in order to set the high expectations. Once I have that relationship with them, then I can always expect their best from them. And we always start the day with my I can statement, I can do my best, and I expect them to do their best. Once we have that common relationship and respect, they always strive to do the best to make me pleased, and which I love as a teacher, but like I always tell them, it's more than that. I want them to do everything to their best ability, even though that looks different for every single student. So those are the two dispositions that make me a very successful teacher. There are two dispositions that I currently need to work on to strengthen to make me more successful as an educator. The first one, I believe, is the curiosity of my students. In this day and age, technology, everything is instant for them. So it's very challenging as an educator to make the students think out of the box, to take their time to problem solve. And this is something that I'm currently working on. I use techniques like Rally Coach, just recently in the last month, where the children are paired up and they are problem solving together. I've seen this growing. I see the talking between them has grown. So that's something I'm going to currently continue in my classroom. The second thing that I feel like I can also work on is embracing the cultural diversity of my community. We have a lot of students that are currently living with grandparents, or their parents are in jail or foster care, and sometimes I just forget the background of the students, because when I look at them when they come into my classroom, I just see sweet little kids that I can't wait to get to know and to love on. And sometimes I do push aside their backgrounds just because I look at them full of hope and inspiration. So anyways, that's something I need to make sure I continue to work on. What does a professional educator look like? And it goes way deeper than what we wear, even though we do enjoy our jean day here and there on a Friday, but it does go deeper. It's how we act, how we behave, the attitude that we carry inside the building, and what we do when we leave school. How do we act? What do we put on Facebook? I think our students look up to us as examples, and we need to make sure that we are setting that example, not just in the classroom, but outside of the classroom. We really need to not post stuff that's inappropriate. I would show my Facebook page to any of my students, because I don't put anything on there that's not appropriate. I think in order for us to be that role model for our students, we need to make sure it's consistently who we are as an individual. I think we need to have high expectations, high morals, high values. And if we do that, we will be a more successful educator.